Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sadhu Sangha, so Shastra koi, Lavi Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi hoy. In all Shastras it has been said. The Sadhu Sangha, they have stressed upon the Sadhu Sangha, the association of sadhus. And even for a moment's association of sadhu, one can achieve all sorts of perfection. Sarva Siddhi. Only by association of sadhu he can understand. If he is a fortunate soul, you understand? He comes in contact with sadhu, or does sadhu sangha, and puts complete faith in the words of sadhu. That's question, another question. Faith, Shraddha. You understand? Shraddha, Adu Shraddha. First requisite is Shraddha, faith. Unflinching faith, strong faith. If he puts faith, if he is a simple-hearted person, immediately he puts faith. He is not a simple, crooked, he cannot put faith. So he cannot get any benefit from sadhu sangha. And the words of sadhu will never enter into his ears, because there is no faith. You understand? That is the point. So we very often say that story of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Isn't it? Ever said? How daughter-in-law immediately accepted, took it up and got the result. Whereas the mother-in-law couldn't. You understand? Old, experienced, old woman, lady, but daughter-in-law, young lady, inexperienced, but simple-hearted. So immediately she put faith and chanted, Hari, 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 Hari. From that moment, she started chanting. But her mother-in-law, old lady, had no faith, crooked person, crooked lady, crookedness, duplicity is there. She had no faith, so didn't chant. Though they did sadhu sangha, you understand? But who got the effect, result, and who didn't get? You understand? That's the question. Because of this Shraddha, faith. One will derive real benefit from sadhu sangha, provided he is simple-hearted person. He has simplicity and he has complete faith in the words of sadhu. Immediately derives benefit, gets benefit. Otherwise sadhu's words will never enter into his ears. He has no faith, no shraddha. So this has been said. Kanardapi samsarasmi satsanga sevadhinam. If he does the satsanga, the association of sadhus, even for a moment, he will get highest benefit. And his suffering in this material world will be finished. Will be finished forever. You understand? Yes, and there will be no more suffering. If he is a fortunate soul, he has faith in sadhu, and then he can understand who am I. Sadhu sange nija tattva avagata hono, nija tattva janiyar sansara na chaye. Kenava bhojilu maya kore hai hai. You understand? Prem Vivarta, Jagadan Pandit has said like that. In the association of sadhus, he can understand who am I. Oh, I am Krishna Das. But I have not become Krishna Das. I am not serving Krishna. So many lives, I have spent lakhs of lives. I have not served Krishna. I have not become Krishna Das. What I have done? I had only served Maya. You understand? Kenava bhojilu Maya. I had only served Maya. For lots of past lives. By the association of sadhu, he can understand. Then he says, alas, alas, hi, hi. Huh? Why I have sought Maya? I am Krishna Das. You understand? Only by sadhu sangha you can understand. Otherwise how can you understand? কেন আভাজল মায়া করে হায় হায় কেন্দে বলে ও হে কৃষ্ণ আমি তব দাস তোমার চরণ ছাড়ি হইনু সব then you will cry. You understand? Then you will cry and say to Krishna, I am your servant, but I have not accepted your lotus feet, I have not served your lotus feet. Huh? I have been completely doomed. Sarvanash. Then you will cry and say before Krishna. Then Krishna will hear. This is by the association of sadhu. He gets such thing and he understands this thing. Otherwise how can he understand? So what is? I am Krishna Das. So I have to serve Krishna and give him pleasure. Nothing for me. Rendering loving service unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Giving pleasure to Krishna. Nothing, no pleasure for myself, for my body or my senses. Tava sukhosar, bhakati vinoda bole, tava sukhosar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahārāj says so. Nija sukho lagi ar kichu nahi, na kariya. Bhakati vinoda bole, tava sukhosar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, oh Lord, I will never do anything for my enjoyment and pleasure. I will do everything for your enjoyment and pleasure. When can one say so? When one associates with sadhu understands this thing. Who is he? I am Krishna Das. Then he can say. Otherwise how can one say? Huh? No? You understand?
So that understanding is not like the way we can understand things much away. Understanding is positive message. The some words are not ordinary words.
No, perfect. Sadhu's words are perfect words. You understand? It is not a conditioned soul. Sadhu means completely surrendered unto lotus feet of Krishna. That is chief symptom of a sadhu. Krishnika sanatva. You understand? So, is completely surrendered soul. He is not a conditioned soul. So he has no four defects. He is free from four defects. You understand? Conditioned soul has four defects. Brahm Pramadi Sakarana Patava, isn't it? Huh? Do you know? What is English?
Yes, imperfect senses, subject to illusion, subject to
committing mistakes, yes.
cheating,
Propensity. These four defects. And sadhu is completely free from these four defects. So his words are perfect, his vision is perfect, everything is perfect. That I said, that story. No crookedness, immediately he gets. No simplicity, crookedness, duplicity is there in heart, he cannot get. It cannot get immediately, it will take a long time, or may not. If he cannot give up crookedness, how can he get? So it is said, this question is there. In whose ears this Harikatha enters? That is the question. With whose ears? You understand? Many may come and sit and pose or pretend that they are hearing, listening Harikatha. But really, in whose ears Harikatha enters? That's a question. You understand? Yes. That is a question. Whose ears it enters? Those are really simply-hearted persons, very simple as child. They immediately put faith in the words of sadhu and into their ears the Harikatha enters, otherwise not. So they immediately get the result. But sadhu says, they accept it and apply it in their, practice in their life. Immediately they practice. They start practice. As that story, immediately that young lady, daughter-in-law, started chanting, Hari, Hari, Hari. But her mother-in-law, old lady, didn't chant. That's right. Because they are not a crooked person, crooked lady. Young lady, very simple-hearted. Immediately developed faith, immediately started chanting and got the result.